Hello, welcome to Kini News. I am Sin Hao. DAP veteran Lim Kit Siang has continued with his statements against former Premier Najib Abdul Razak, this time with a question for UMNO members.
DAP veteran Lim Kit Siang has questioned if anybody in UMNO will dare speak out and say that the party should not seek the return of Pekan MP Najib Abdul Razak as Prime Minister. In a statement today, he said when Najib was Prime Minister, Malaysia became known for kleptocracy at its worst worldwide, and this was not something to be proud of. He added that UMNO should spearhead the movement for Malaysia to return to the nation-building principles our founding fathers have agreed on in the Federal Constitution, which included the constitutional monarchy, parliamentary democracy, separation of powers, rule of law, good governance, respect for human rights, and national unity. Kit Siang also cited Malaysia's declining ranking in the Annual Corruption Perception Index, recalling that we had once been ranked 33, but had now become known for the 1MDB scandal, for which Najib had been tried and convicted. He said there is nothing that Najib can do better than to just disappear from the political arena instead of trying to be Prime Minister again. Previously, there had been several exchanges between Najib and Kit Siang. Najib had also challenged Kit Siang to a debate recently, claiming he was ready to debate at any time even though his schedule was packed with court proceedings. Najib had previously challenged the DAP veteran to a debate in 2019, but Kit Siang declined the invitation. DAP MP Stephen Sim had volunteered to take Kit Siang's place in the latest challenge, saying that Kit Siang had retired.
The Federal Court ruled today that lawyer Gopal Sriram will remain as the ad hoc Deputy Public Prosecutor in Najib Abdul Razak's 1MDB criminal cases.
The Federal Court rejected an application by former Prime Minister Najib Abdul Razak to obtain leave to appeal against the dismissal of his judicial review to disqualify Gopal Sriram from prosecuting his 1MDB criminal cases. The Federal Court three-member panel led by Justice Muhammad Zawawi Saleh unanimously dismissed their applications with no order as to costs. The judge noted that the issue of the appointment of a practicing lawyer as an ad hoc DPP has already been settled in 2 appeals in 2014. This was in the legal bid by Anwar Ibrahim to challenge the then-appointed lawyer Muhammad Shafi Abdullah as ad hoc prosecutor in his Sodomy 2 appeal, which had been endorsed by the Federal Court. Justice Muhammad Zawawi said the law was settled on the appointment of an advocate as Deputy Public Prosecutor, and the court had no reason to depart from that decision. Najib had previously mounted numerous unsuccessful legal bids to remove Sriram as a lead member of the prosecution team in the former Prime Minister's 2.28 billion ringgit 1MDB corruption trial and 1MDB audit report trial. The Court of Appeal dismissed Najib's appeal to recuse Sriram on November 8 last year. The same apex court today also unanimously dismissed an appeal leave application by Shafi to challenge Sriram's appointment as ad hoc DPP in the lawyer's own ongoing 9.5 million ringgit money laundering case.
The Agriculture and Food Industries Minister has denied allegations that the temporary closure of certain poultry farms over the weekend led to a shortage in chicken supply in the market.
The Agriculture and Food Industries Ministry has addressed reports that a group of chicken cartels had taken action to stop farm operations, which had caused a shortage of chicken supply in the market. In a statement today, they denied the allegations that the temporary closure of certain poultry farms over the weekend had led to a shortage in supply. The ministry said checks by the Veterinary Services Department found the report to be inaccurate, and most poultry farms are ready to supply chickens to the market. However, they noted that it was undeniable that some farms faced the issue of smaller-sized chickens. According to the ministry, this was due to various factors such as the country's heat wave, quality feed supply disruption, and disease. The ministry argued that this has interfered with the raising of chickens, especially for those utilizing the open coop systems, and the supply of chickens in certain areas. The ministry also clarified that the evaluation process for the provision of subsidy to poultry farmers who have submitted their application was being expedited. and farmers who met the conditions would be able to receive their claims within the promised period. The ministry added that they view issues that threaten the country's food security as serious. They said they would hold meetings and engage with those directly involved in the chicken supply chain to ensure the continued supply of poultry.
Still on the topic of poultry supply, DAP Secretary General Anthony Loke wants the government to increase subsidies for animal feed and find ways to reduce the reliance on imports.
The decision to cut the approved permit or AP requirement is not a silver bullet formula that will solve the issue of rising food costs, nor will it ensure that food supply is not disrupted. This is according to DAP Secretary General Anthony Loke. In a statement today, he said it would not solve all food security issues, which includes rising prices of crucial food items like poultry and supply shortages. He said each country grapples with its own domestic food security issues and producer countries will prioritize their own demands first. He added that the ringgit is weak, so any imports will cost more. Loke said that while he supports maintaining a ceiling price for chicken, the key issue now is the high cost of animal feed. With this, he urged the government to review the subsidy of 60 cents per kilogram allocated to ensure it covers the rising cost. He also urged the federal government to work with states to provide land for mass cultivation of grain to make animal feed and to reduce reliance on imports. Loke added that chicken is a main food item for Malaysians, so the government needs to act immediately to ensure supply and resolve cost pressures among farmers.
Perak Amanah Youth had a reminder for Pakatan Harapan leaders on seat negotiations today. This came after Perak DAP Vice Chairperson Abdul Aziz Bari expressed his desire to contest in a Tambun parliamentary seat.
Perak Amanah Youth has urged Pakatan Harapan leaders at all levels to respect the ongoing negotiations over seat allocation. This came following Perak DAP Vice Chairperson Abdul Aziz Bari's open declaration that he intends to contest the Tambun parliamentary seat in the next general election. In an interview with Malaysia Kini last week, Abdul Aziz had expressed a desire to challenge Bersatu Deputy President Ahmad Faizal Azumu, who is the incumbent MP in Tambun. In a statement today, Perak Amanah Youth said that leaders in Harapan should respect the mandate given to the members of the Seat Negotiation Committee. Its chief, Khairul Najib Hashim, said public statements that are personal in nature should be avoided out of respect for the negotiation process. This was in order to preserve harmony and any issues should be brought officially to the committee. He said Perak Harapan has many suitable candidates with merit to field in all seats, including Tambun. He added that as Perak opposition leader, Abdul Aziz should put more focus on championing state issues and improving Perak's Harapan's support.
The Muafakat Nasional Pact was back in the news today, with Perlis UMNO and Barisan Nasional announcing they are ready to go into GE15 without PAS if the party does not want to maintain their political cooperation.
Perlis UMNO and Barisan Nasional are ready to go solo without PAS in the 15th general election. This is if PAS does not want to maintain their political cooperation through a Muafakat Nasional. Perlis BN chairperson Azlan Man told reporters yesterday night that there is no political cooperation between Perlis BN and PAS at the moment. He said the state UMNO was moving single-handedly and had never forged any cooperation with PAS. He added that PAS also seemed to have no concrete stand on whether to continue or end the Muafakat political cooperation by putting the blame on UMNO through unnecessary statements issued by their leaders. However, he said their move depended on the decision of the top UMNO leadership.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you would like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to malaysiakini.com. This is Sin Hao. Thank you for watching.